Hey everybody, Jim from Cigars. Today I'm reviewing the Undercrown Shade by Drew Estates. And as you can see, this is a Connecticut cigar. This size is the Grand Toro, which they say is 152 millimeters, they say it that way, by 52 gauge. So that's about 6 inches by 52. And there's been a lot of good things said about that. They bill this as a medium Connecticut, so we'll have to see about that. But I did want to mention, I got to tell you, Connecticut's are really not one of my favorite cigars to smoke. I don't like them. I just, they aren't one of my favorites. But tell me what you think about that. Do you smoke a lot of Connecticut's, and where do they rank in terms of cigars that you like? And also, if you have any favorite brands of Connecticut, I'm anxious to hear that because I'm always looking for something new to smoke. All right, I'm going to get this baby lit up and I will see you in a minute. I'm back. I lit up this Drew Estate Undercrown Shade, and first impression is pretty good. I got to say, it's got good smoke production. That's supposed to be one of their strong suits, so that is a very big plus in that department. So I didn't mention before, this cigar is actually blended by Willy Herrera, who's with Drew Estates, and he's known for doing, the Liga Privada and stuff like that, and very well respected. And he does a lot of other stuff, if you're familiar with Drew Estates. Herrera Estela has a line of several cigars. The El Norte is really an interesting, strong cigar. So he's very well respected, and this kind of has I can taste the spiciness in it. It's got Nicaraguan fillers as well as some Dominican fillers. It has a Sumatra binder, which gives it a little sweetness and a little vanilla to offset that spiciness. And the wrapper is actually an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. And I want to talk about that a little bit because it used to be that almost all Connecticut wrappers were grown, guess where? In Connecticut, in the Connecticut River Valley. And there's a special shade growing method that they have to use in Connecticut. And I'm showing some pictures of it right now. It basically involves these tents that shade the tobacco plants so they don't develop a lot of strength of character, so we can use them as these nice mild Connecticut cigars. But more recently, in the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, Ecuadorian Connecticut has really surpassed U.S. Connecticut in terms of production. And the reason why is because they already have shades. They grow them on the side of the mountain in the shade, in the clouds almost. And so they don't have the labor intensity or the hassle of having to have tents and all that. It really makes a big difference obviously in the efficiency of their production and cost and stuff. And it still produces a very good product equal to the U.S. Connecticut. Don't feel too bad for Connecticut. They still produce a lot of broadleaf, which is used in Maduros, and do very well with that. So anyway, I'm going to keep smoking this and come back and give you my final notes in a few minutes. All right, I'm back. I'm a little over halfway through this Undercrown Shade cigar, and we have, I think, a little spring storm getting ready to roll in, so I want to wrap it up. Anyway, I think I've gotten far enough. I really like the cigar. As Connecticut's go, one of the drawbacks of Connecticut's for me is always that the wrapper is very, very flimsy, and by the time I get this far down, it's like it's been through a meat grinder. It looks so awful and from being handled and stuff like that. This is holding in there really, really good. It's a very solid wrapper, which I really like. Taste is excellent. It's got that Connecticut body and that Connecticut flavor, but with some vanilla, and it isn't really sweet, but it's enough to keep it interesting. And there's some spice in there too. So I don't know. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 in terms of overall rating. Body, of course, is I don't think it's a medium. I'm going to say a 4 out of 10. But man, a lot of good qualities of this cigar, and might just be bringing me back to the Connecticut family a little bit. So I will see you next time from Cigars.